This is episode 3 of the RV Noobs. In this episode, we're going to figure out if you should put the cart before the horse, or maybe you put the horse before the cart. Let's find out. Let's go. Welcome to our channel, the RV Noobs. Noobs is, of course, short for newbie, which is a term for somebody who is new to a community, and we are certainly new to the RV community. Appreciate everybody who is watching here. If you would do us a favor before we get into it, this is episode 3 of our channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it, comment, all that good stuff so we have some good interaction here. As I said, this is episode 3 where we're going to talk about whether or not you should put the cart before the horse or the horse before the cart. That's a metaphor basically talking about if you decide you're going to get a towable. Should you get the camper first, the towable camper first, or should you get the vehicle and then a camper match? I mean, which one should you get first if you don't have either one at this point? Well, if you are new to our channel, check out episode 1. You can see right here about where we talk about our start in this whole RV community. And where do we even start? We decided to start by going to an RV show. So check that out if you would. And then also check out episode 2, which you can also see right here. There's a link. Go ahead and hit that link right there. And episode 2 was comparing drivable to towable and which one was right for us, for anybody. And by the end, we didn't necessarily come to a conclusion, but we were leaning towards a towable. Not 100% yet, but that's where we are at this point. So let's just say we do decide to go towable. Do you buy the RV or do you get the vehicle first if you don't have either one? So that's what this episode is all about. So last year we were in the market for a new vehicle. We had not bought a vehicle in 18 years. That's how long it had been. 2006 was the last time we had gotten a vehicle. We were taking our time and we had this thought of the whole RV situation and if the vehicle that we purchased should have a bearing on this RV life that we were thinking about, right? We were trying to plan ahead. Obviously, if you get a drivable, you don't have to worry about. We wanted to be sure that if we did get a towable, that we would have a vehicle that would be able to pull it. So that eliminated buying any car, right? It's either going to be a truck or it's going to be an SUV. Now look, I love trucks. I've had a truck almost my entire life. The truck I still have now, 25 years old. It's an old Ford Ranger that you can see here. We ended up putting a shell on the back. And the biggest reason is when we were traveling around that this shell would protect our gear. If we were traveling somewhere and we had suitcases or we had our pets, whatever it was, it needed this shell, so we added a shell. Well, what already has a shell? An SUV, right? So that kind of got our decision down to we're going to get an SUV and not a truck, even though I love trucks. And trucks obviously have a higher towing capacity than SUVs do. But I just like having that extra room for stuff to protect you from weather, to protect you from thieves, all of that stuff. It's just better to have an SUV. So then we had to figure out, all right, what SUV are we going to get? And look, I'm kind of revealing what happened right here, if you can see over my shoulder. Although I have the brand covered at the moment. Big reveal at the end of this video of what we ended up doing. If you're a car head, an auto head, is that what they call people who know all about vehicles? You can look at this and you can say, I can just tell by the front grille exactly what you got. But if not, at the end we'll tell you obviously what we ended up doing. But we narrowed it down, doing all the research, and we do a ton of research in these things. And we looked at the vehicles with the highest towing capacity. So we narrowed it down to 4. We narrowed it down to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Dodge Durango, the Hyundai Palisade, or the Kia Telluride. Now, we weren't looking to get the giant SUVs, the Yukons or the Expeditions, vehicles like that. We didn't want to go that big, but we wanted to look at the towing capacity, the best in class for that class that we were looking at, and those were the 4 vehicles. Well, the Kia and the Hyundai, those are the exact same chassis, we found out. They use the exact same chassis. Those are nice vehicles. Really like them. Here's the problem. Their towing capacity was 5,000 pounds. 5,000 pounds is a fair amount, but that will limit you in what you can get in terms of a towable, in terms of the trailer that you want to get. Whereas the Jeep Grand Cherokee and the Dodge Durango, both of those go up to 6,200 pounds. So that opens up an even bigger size trailer. Now, we don't need anything large. There's 2 of us, right? We want something a little bit smaller. Plus, being noobs, we don't want to start off with something huge that we're pulling if we decide to go with the towable. So, Grand Cherokee or Durango. With our research with price, comfortability, all that stuff, well, here's what we ended up doing. The Dodge Durango. Now, look. My wife is like, should you be putting brand names out there on this video? And I said, honey, we got 10 subscribers. I don't think Dodge or anybody is worried about any sort of illegal copyright or product placement for our grand total of 30 some odd views on this video. Help us out. Maybe we can get into a little trouble if we get that many more views. But we did. We went with a Dodge Durango, all-wheel drive. It has a 6,200 pound towing capacity and a 620 pound tongue weight. We know now what the class is of trailer that we're going to be able to pull. Again, if we decide to go that route. But at least we are not worried about limiting ourselves too much. We have something that can pull. It's got the towing package on it. It's got the extra cooling fan in the engine to when you are towing something. It's got the connections for trailer brakes. And I've only used it a couple of times pulling something with a hitch and a trailer, but that was just a small trailer. That was a jet ski trailer like this one here. That's the big thing that's coming in our next couple of videos. Episode 5 is going to be about us preparing for our upcoming trip, which is only a couple of weeks away, which we're really excited about. We're going to tell you all about what we're doing, the planning and preparation, the logistics of how we're going all about it. It is interesting what we decided to do because we did take some advice from people about what should happen on our very first camping trip. So that's coming up. So that'll be episode 5, and episode 6 is going to be all about the trip. We're going on our first trip, and you're going to see that first trip and all that we're doing, all that good stuff. We're going to have a great time. So once again, this has been episode 3 of the RV Noobs. This is about whether or not you want to buy the vehicle first or the trailer first. If you're going with the towable, we decided to go with the vehicle first. We're going to see if maybe we made a mistake. If you think maybe we made a mistake, go ahead and let us know. Not only comment, but hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, share this video, comment, all of that good stuff. We appreciate everybody who is checking us out right here on the RV Noobs. And until next time, we'll see you on down the road.